Hey everybody, the latest numbers have come through. The latest revenue information has come regarding the stadium tax that was created for the Oakland Raiders Las Vegas UNLV Stadium. That hotel room tax is 88/100%. Thanks to Clark County Chairperson Steve Sisolak, it doesn't look good. The January hotel stadium tax revenue collection number is at $4,370,417. That's $4,370,417. Now, assuming that a full $750 million bond issue was led, I am told by my friends in the industry that it should be a AA rated bond for 30 years. If that's the case, the rate for that bond right now today is at 3.15%. Given that, the average required monthly stadium tax revenue collection level, if you take the debt service and then multiply it times 1.5, which is the debt coverage ratio called for in Senate Bill 1, would have to be $4,834,539.93 per month. Now, if you take the latest information regarding provided by Commissioner Sisolak about the $4,370,417 that came through in January, thanks to CES Las Vegas, among other things, that's still $464,122 less. And again, only March 2017 had enough revenue to date. Now, at this point, if you're screaming Zenny, over the past year, we've collected this money to pay down the size of the bond and have, in effect, a smaller bond issue. Therefore, the debt coverage ratio and at 1.5 allows us a total amount that we have to pay per month that's less. My retort to you is you need to look at numbers that I created, assuming a $700 million bond issue, which would say that, hey, you got $50 million in pay-go that you could apply to this, okay? Let's take a look at this. I want you to, as they say, walk with me, if you will, or cyber walk with me, all right? And to my cyber home here online, right here. This is the Oakland Raiders NFL Stadium Bonded Calculator that's based 99% on a municipal bond calculator you can get online. If you type municipal bond calculator in Google and download it. What I installed was the bond amount, $700 million, annual interest rate, the bond period in years 30, okay? I didn't include an additional monthly bond repayment. The annual interest rate sensitivity is here, 9%, and then the average annual inflation rate is assumed to be 6, okay? So right now you would probably say, is that going to make a difference? We'll explore that later, but the monthly bond repayment is here. $3,008,158.18 times 1.5, and you'd say that's this. See that? B12 times 1.5. That's $4,512,237.27, right? Okay. So we take that and we put that into these columns, and I have, as you note, I have tracked this information going back to March of 2017. This is the number that I just quoted for you based on the information from the municipal stadium bond calculator. All right. And what I get, monthly revenue needed at 1.5 times debt service. And there that is. Now, if we move over, we have the actual monthly revenue. And then we have whether we're surplus or deficit, right? So as you can see, we ran a consistent deficit. And that is for each month, including the latest one, and that's January, okay? Now, over the period, I have calculated what the actual debt coverage ratio is. Now, what that means is it's simply, as you can see by the formula here, D3 divided by A3. It's all that is this divided by that, D3 divided by, D3 divided by, A3. It's not that, that's divided by that, but as you can tell, it's A3 is here, right? That's the average debt service. So D3 is what you actually get in revenue. So D3 divided by A3. D3 divided by, D3 divided by A3 is here, okay? So that's what that is. So D3 divided by A3 gives you the only year we had a surplus, this one. The rest, deficits. Now this formula, you would say, what is this formula, surplus deficit? This is up here, as you can tell, leave it there and go up here, D3 minus C3. So there's D3, and then you subtract C3. This minus this. The actual monthly revenue is enough to cover. This is not enough to cover that. You see, this is the standard. This is what you need. This is why we have the red. Only 1 month, did we have enough. One glorious month, okay? The rest have been red. Meaning we have an actual debt coverage ratio of this. 1.334, okay? That's where we are at. The only way that you can improve upon these numbers is to go back here and have a lower bond issue at $650 million and a lower rate of, say, 2.5%. The market's not going to give you that. The market's not going to give you that. So, I've had people tell me, you're wrong, your numbers are wrong. I challenge anyone to put what they've done up against what I've done. This is not rocket science. And the public benefits from this. What do those red numbers mean? Those red numbers reflect the amount of money that, because it's a general obligation bond, would have to be taken out of Clark County's general fund to make up for the shortfall. That's what that reflects. And that's what a general obligation bond allows you to do, as opposed to a revenue bond. It's also why the mayor of Las Vegas asked for a revenue bond option. She warned the Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Committee of this possibility way back in 2016. Way back. So again, I'm making my information public. I've made my information public. I made my methodology public. I'm happy to share with you my spreadsheets and everything else. But the financial advisors need to cough up theirs. Because my contention is the only way you could show to someone who isn't familiar with how to do this that there's a scenario that actually works where debt service is such that you have enough revenue to cover it, is if you have an ungodly low interest rate that you will not see in the market for the bond issues. That's the only way. So let's see what you've got. All right. Right now, my statement is this. This thing's in trouble. No one knows what the bond issue is going to look like right now, but this is in trouble. And it's time to stop joking around, start making our information, sharing our information, and so that people don't get hurt, the taxpayer doesn't get hurt. Right now, the taxpayer is going to get hurt.